All right, guys, we're talking about adapting to Canada, and specifically, we're going to talk about adapting to the food here in Canada. Okay, so you've come to Canada, you're starting a new experience here, and we know that there's always a lot of things that we need to adapt to, but food is one of the biggest things. Do you get homesick for your food at home, for your mom's cooking? Yes, for sure. All right, we're going to talk about 3 things in particular that you might have noticed are different here in Canada from back home in your country. Okay, so the first thing is, we know that most people have one main meal during the day, okay, and then they have a couple smaller meals. What's the typical time for the main meal in Canada? Dinner, supper, dinner. So is it later in the day or earlier in the day? Later. Usually it's later in the day. We call it dinner or supper, and that is our main meal. Is this similar or different from your home countries? Different. Okay, I heard a bit of both there. I heard some people say it was the same, and others are saying no, it's different. When do you normally have your main meal?
Lunch.
At lunch. Okay, do you find it hard getting used to eating later at night? Sometimes? Yeah. Some of you are like, oh, I'll just eat whenever, right? It's okay. But we know that a lot of other countries do eat their main meal in the middle of the day rather than at night. And then they have something lighter in the evenings. All right, so there's one difference. Let's look at another one. What about the preparation of food? What about the ingredients and what we use to make our meals here? Are the items often fresh items or are they packaged? Packaged. Do you see a lot more packages here? Yeah. Okay, let's go. So a lot of these items are pre-made. You go to the store, you buy them, they're already ready.
Microwave. Put it in microwave.
Exactly, you put it in the microwave and you press start.
That's how
That's how you live. That's actually how a lot of people make their main meals now. Usually the homemade or the from scratch. Okay? If you make something from scratch, you're making it from the raw ingredients and you're putting it all together. Those are usually left for special occasions. Why would that be? Why?
Save time.
Saves time, exactly. It saves time if you can just stick it in the microwave. Done.
Easy.
It's easy, yeah.
Convenient.
It's convenient, saves time, it's easy, convenient.
Cheap.
It's cheap, yep. All of these come into it. And even, look at the picture at the top there. Even if I was going to make homemade lasagna rather than buying it in a package, notice there's still some things that are in cans. Like there's tomatoes, tomato sauce. I could get my tomatoes, I could get my basil, I could get all of my ingredients and make my tomato sauce. But realistically, we're gonna buy packages. All right, here's one more thing. You're gonna like this one.
Oh.
I like this size.
You want this one? What about meal size? The amount of food that we eat here.
Here is big.
Here it's big?
Yeah.
No, I think here's more.
Oh, here it's smaller.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I was expecting something the other side. But you're saying it's bigger. What do you find is bigger?
The size is bigger, so like different level, different things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you've got more options, more choices. A lot of people say that here, in general, the meals are bigger, or the portions are bigger. So the amount of food that you get at one time is bigger than a lot of places. Now, the one thing about this though is, do you have to finish all of your food here?
No.
Yeah.
I have to.
You have to because it's there on your plate?
No, because I can get full if I didn't finish.
Oh, if you don't finish it, you won't be full. It's not a requirement to finish your food here. Okay? If you're full, you don't have to finish. Some cultures, Do you have to finish in some cultures?
Yeah.
Even if it's a huge amount of food, you have to finish it because it shows
Polite.
politeness. Exactly. Good. Here, if you leave some food, it means, oh, good. I gave you enough. You're full. That's all right. And if you go to a restaurant, what can you do?
Get back.
Like, do they think that because like I didn't eat the whole thing, like, maybe like I didn't like it?
No, no, that's not generally how it's seen. If you leave a lot of food on your plate, then we might go, oh, maybe he didn't like it. But usually, if you leave a little bit of food, it means, no, it was good, but I'm full. You've given me enough. And if you are at a restaurant someplace, you can ask to take it with you.
Yeah.
And you can take, got a vocabulary word for you there?
Doggy
A
bag.
doggy bag. A doggy bag. And you can ask at the restaurant, can I have this in a doggy bag? Or to go. And so if you're going to take it home, it clearly shows that you liked it, so it's never an issue.